It's story time! Today we're reading Goldilocks and the Three Bears, illustrated by Christos Skaltsis. One sunny morning, Goldilocks was walking through the woods and came across a lovely cottage. "I wonder who lives here," said Goldilocks. When Goldilocks raised her hand to knock, the door swung open and Goldilocks stepped inside. She called out, but it appeared no one was home. Inside, there were 3 bowls of hot porridge. Suddenly, Goldilocks felt very hungry. "I suppose no one would mind if I tried some of this porridge." She took a spoonful from the first bowl, but it scorched her tongue. "Oh no, this porridge is much too hot." Goldilocks tried the next bowl, but this one was far too cold. Ugh, yuck! She tried the last bowl. This porridge is just right. Goldilocks was so full of porridge, she thought she'd like a nice rest. She moved through the cottage and found 3 armchairs. First, she sat on the big chair, but it was much too hard. Then she sat on the second chair, but it was too soft and she sunk into the cushions. She sat on the last chair, but it broke. Oh dear! Now Goldilocks was tired and a bit sore, so she decided to go upstairs to have a lie down. She tried the biggest bed, but it was too high. Then she tried the middle-sized bed, but it was too low. The last bed was just right, and Goldilocks fell asleep. While Goldilocks was sleeping, the 3 bears returned to their cottage. They had been out walking while their porridge cooled. The 3 bears noticed that the bowls had all been touched. "Who's been eating my porridge?" asked Daddy Bear. "Who's been eating my porridge?" asked Mummy Bear. "Who's been eating my porridge? They've eaten it all up." Then they went to the sitting room, where they found a mess. "Who's been sitting in my chair?" asked Daddy Bear. "Who's been sitting in my chair?" asked Mummy Bear. "Well, who's been sitting in my chair? They've broken it to pieces," cried Baby Bear. When they went upstairs, they found the bedroom disturbed as well. "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" asked Daddy Bear. "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" asked Mummy Bear. "Who is sleeping in my bed?" cried Baby Bear. Just then, Goldilocks woke up and saw the 3 bears looking down at her. She jumped up in fear and ran away, past the sitting room with the broken chair, past the kitchen with the bowls of porridge, and out the door. Goldilocks ran and ran all the way back home without looking back once. Discussion questions. What is your favourite food to have for breakfast? Is your bed too hard, too soft, or is it just right? Should Goldilocks have gone into the house of the 3 bears? Thanks for reading with us today. I'll see you next time.
The Gingerbread Man, from Little Reader's Books, illustrated by Hannah Wood. The Gingerbread Man. One sunny day, a little old woman decided to bake a gingerbread man for her afternoon tea. She mixed the dough, cut out the shape, decorated him, and put him in the oven. When the timer rang, she went to take the gingerbread man out of the oven. But as soon as she opened the oven door, the gingerbread man leapt off the tray and ran out through the door. He had come to life. The gingerbread man ran past the little old man and down the path. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. The little old woman and the little old man chased quickly after the gingerbread man, who ran past a pig in a pen. The little old woman cried out, "Quick, pig, stop that gingerbread man!" But the gingerbread man kept on running. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Next, the gingerbread man ran past a cow in a meadow. Still chasing behind, the little old man cried out, "Stop that gingerbread man!" But the gingerbread man was too fast. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Now the little old woman, the little old man, the pig and the cow all chased after the gingerbread man. When the gingerbread man ran past a horse in a field, the little old man cried out, "Stop that gingerbread man!" But it was no use. The gingerbread man kept running. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. The little old woman, the little old man, the pig, the cow, and the horse all chased after the gingerbread man. The gingerbread man laughed. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. But suddenly, the gingerbread man came to a river with no way to cross. A nearby fox offered to help. "Quick, jump on my back," the fox said. "I will help you cross the river." The gingerbread man hopped onto the fox's tail. "Oh no, I'm getting wet," cried the gingerbread man. "Move up to my back," said the fox. "You'll be drier there." The gingerbread man moved further up the fox's body. The gingerbread man looked back at everyone stuck behind. A horse, a pig, the little old man, the little old lady, and a cow. "Now they'll never catch me," he said. "Why don't you come closer, just to be sure," said the fox with a sly smile. The gingerbread man trusted the fox, so he jumped onto the fox's nose. But it was a trap. Once the fox reached the other side of the riverbank, he tossed the gingerbread man up in the air and gobbled him all up. And that was the last of the gingerbread man.
The Three Little Pigs, illustrated by Hannah Wood. There were once 3 little pigs who decided to leave home and explore the world. They all headed in different directions as their mum waved goodbye. "Be safe and stay away from the big bad wolf," she said. The first pig was very lazy, and luckily he soon came across a farmer pulling a cart filled with straw. He asked the farmer if he could buy the straw to build his house quickly. But as soon as the first little pig had started to relax in his new home, the big bad wolf came knocking. "Little pig, let me in," the wolf called. "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," replied the first little pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." The straw house blew down and the first little pig quickly ran away. Oh dear! The second little pig was a harder worker than the first. He found a lumberjack chopping trees in the woods and asked if he could buy some sticks to build his house. The second little pig soon built his house made of sticks. But no sooner had he sat down to enjoy a cup of tea did the second little pig hear a noise at the door. It was the big bad wolf calling, "Little pig, let me in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," responded the second little pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." Oh no! The stick house blew down and the second little pig quickly ran away. The third little pig was the smartest of them all and had listened to his mother about keeping safe from the big bad wolf. He found some bricks and mortar to build with, so his house would be very strong. It took him longer, but the third little pig had a strong house. Suddenly, over the hill, the third little pig saw his two brothers running towards him. The big bad wolf was chasing them. The third little pig called his brothers to the safety of his brick house. But the big bad wolf didn't give up. He stood outside the brick house and called, "Little pigs, let me in." "Go away, big bad wolf," the third brother called bravely. "No matter," said the wolf. "I will simply huff and puff and blow this house down too." So the wolf huffed and puffed, but the strong brick house didn't move. The wolf climbed to the roof of the brick house and went down the chimney. Oh no! But little did he know that the third little pig had cleverly planned ahead and was boiling a large pot of soup on the fire. When the wolf reached the bottom of the fireplace, his tail dipped into the boiling pot. He yelped in pain, leapt out of the fireplace and ran out the door. He sped into the forest and was never seen again. Oh, phew! Discussion questions. Which of the three houses would you like to live in? If you had to build your own house, what would you use to build it? Do you think it's better to build something quickly or build it well?
The Three Billy Goats Gruff from Little Readers. Illustrated by Hannah Wood. The Three Billy Goats Gruff. Once upon a time, there were 3 goats who lived on a lovely grassy hill. They were brothers, Little Billy Goat Gruff, Middle Billy Goat Gruff, and Big Billy Goat Gruff. The 3 Billy Goats Gruff loved to eat sweet green grass all day long. Munch, munch, munch. One day, the 3 Billy Goats Gruff became very hungry. "We've eaten all the grass, and now there's none left," said Little Billy Goat Gruff. "But look over there, there's lots of sweet green grass on the other hill," said Middle Billy Goat Gruff. "Let's go there right away," said Big Billy Goat Gruff. To get to the other hill, they had to cross over the river. But there was one thing stopping them. Under the bridge lived the mean old troll. He was purple and hairy, with long claws and very sharp teeth. The goats tried to cross over the bridge all together. "This is my bridge," shouted the mean old troll. "If you don't turn back now, I'll eat you up." The 3 Billy Goats Gruff could not cross. Little Billy Goat Gruff soon came up with a plan. "Stay here and watch me," he said to his brothers. He tiptoed onto the bridge. Tip-tap, tip-tap.
"Grrr," growled the troll. "Who's that tip-tapping on my bridge?"
"It's me, Little Billy Goat Gruff."
"I will eat you," said the mean old troll.
"Don't eat me," said Little Billy Goat Gruff. "I'm only a little goat. Wait for Middle Billy Goat Gruff. He's much bigger and there's more of him to eat." The mean old troll licked his lips.
"All right, you may cross, but be quick before I change my mind."
So Little Billy Goat Gruff hurried over the bridge. Next, Middle Billy Goat Gruff walked onto the bridge. Click, clack, click, clack.
"Grrr," growled the troll. "Who's that click-clacking on my bridge?"
"It's me, Middle Billy Goat Gruff."
"I've been waiting for you. I will eat you up," said the mean old troll.
"Don't eat me," said Middle Billy Goat Gruff. "I'm only a middle-sized goat. Wait for Big Billy Goat Gruff. He's the biggest of all of us, and there's much more of him to eat." The mean old troll's stomach rumbled.
"All right, you may cross, but be quick before I change my mind."
So Middle Billy Goat Gruff hurried over the bridge. Finally, it was Big Billy Goat Gruff's turn to cross. He marched onto the bridge. Clop, clomp, clop, clomp.
"Grrr," growled the troll. "Who's that clop-clomping on my bridge?" "It's me, Big Billy Goat Gruff." "You are big. I will eat you up," said the mean old troll.
The troll was scary, but Big Billy Goat Gruff was very brave. He stood proud and tall with his long curly horns high in the air. "Everyone should be allowed to cross this bridge if they wish." Then Billy Goat Gruff lowered his head and ran at the troll. The troll stepped back and fell into the river below. Big Billy Goat Gruff sped over the bridge and joined his brothers on the other side. At last, the three Billy Goats Gruff could eat as much of the sweet green grass as they wanted. They were very happy on their new hill and welcomed anyone who passed by, and the mean old troll never stepped foot on the bridge again.
Little Red Riding Hood, illustrated by Christos Skaltsis. Little Red Riding Hood's grandma lived on the other side of the forest. "Your grandma is sick," said Little Red's mum one day. "Take her this basket of food, follow the path, and be careful of strangers." Little Red said goodbye to her mum, then she set off along the forest path. She picked blue flowers on the way. Suddenly, Little Red bumped into a wolf. "Hello, little girl," said the big bad wolf. "Where are you going?" "I'm visiting Grandma. I have food and I'm picking her favourite blue flowers. She always puts them in her window." The wolf licked his lips. "I can help you pick the flowers," said the wolf. "No thanks," said Little Red. "Mum says never walk with strangers." In the distance, a woodcutter yelled, "Timber!" The wolf, who was terrified of woodcutters, ran off. "Phew," thought Little Red. Little Red walked on. The big bad wolf ran until he couldn't hear the woodcutter anymore. His tummy rumbled. He was hungry. He wished he'd eaten the little girl. Around the bend, he saw a cottage with blue flowers in the window. This must be Grandma's house. The little girl would be along any minute. The big bad wolf quickly hatched a nasty plan. He crept inside the cottage and found Grandma sleeping. He ate her up in one big gulp. Oh no! Then the wolf closed all the curtains and hopped into Grandma's bed. He put on her cap and glasses. The wolf pulled the sheets up to his hairy chin. He waited for Little Red. Little Red skipped up to the cottage door. Her basket was full of blue flowers. Little Red noticed the door was open. This was very odd. Grandma usually kept it closed. "Grandma?" she called out. The wolf put on his best granny voice. "Come in, my dear," he called. It was dark in the cottage. Little Red could only just see her grandma in bed. Grandma looked a bit strange. "Grandma, what big eyes you have," said Little Red, creeping closer. "All the better to see you with," said the big bad wolf. "What big ears you have," said Little Red. "All the better to hear you with," said the wolf. "Oh, Granny, what big teeth you have," said Little Red. "All the better to eat you with," roared the wolf. He leapt out of bed. Little Red dropped her basket and ran. "Help!" she cried. The wolf sprang after Little Red. He tripped over her basket. Bump! He bumped his tummy so hard that he did a giant burp. Grandma flew right out of his mouth. The woodcutter heard Little Red's cry and came running to help. "Oh no!" cried the wolf when he saw the woodcutter. The big bad wolf turned and ran away as fast as he could. The wolf was never seen again. Discussion questions. What are your favourite type of flowers? If you visited your sick granny, what would you take her so that she could feel better? What would you do if you met a talking wolf? Jack and the Beanstalk. Illustrated by Christos Skaltsis. Jack and his mother were very poor and very hungry. One day, Jack's mother sent Jack to the market. "You must sell our cow so we can use the money to buy food." Jack swapped the cow for magic beans instead. Jack's mother was very disappointed that Jack had not brought back any food. "You silly boy! Now we have no food, no cow, and no money." She tossed the beans out the window. The next morning, Jack woke up and looked out the window. He was shocked to see a giant beanstalk growing in the garden all the way up into the sky. He climbed up the beanstalk. At the top of the beanstalk was a giant castle. Jack knocked on the door and a sweet cook gave him food. But then they heard loud footsteps. "A giant lives here and he eats little boys. You need to hide." Jack hid in a cupboard out of sight. The grumpy giant stomped into the kitchen. "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a little boy." Jack gulped from his hiding spot in the cupboard, but the cook distracted the giant by cooking him supper. After eating, the giant counted his gold and fell asleep. As quietly as he could, Jack climbed out of the cupboard. On his way out of the castle, Jack grabbed as many coins as he could carry from the sleeping giant. Jack gave the gold to his mother, and they brought food until the gold ran out. Jack climbed back up the beanstalk to see what else he could take from the giant. He snuck into the castle and hid inside the same cupboard until he heard the giant come into the kitchen. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of a little boy, the giant roared. But then the cook gave the giant his dinner. When the giant had finished eating, he demanded the cook bring him his hen. Jack watched as the hen laid an enormous golden egg. When the giant fell asleep, Jack stole the hen. The next day, Jack climbed up the beanstalk again. He hid in the same spot and waited for the giant to appear. The giant yelled at the cook to bring him his golden harp. The cook placed a magical harp on the table, which began playing by itself, and the music soon sent the giant off to sleep. Jack took the harp, but woke up the giant, who chased after him. The giant climbed down the beanstalk after Jack, but he was much slower. When Jack was close to the ground, his mother heard the commotion and came running with an axe. She quickly chopped down the beanstalk and the giant fell to the ground with a loud thump. And that was the end of the greedy giant. Discussion questions. What would you do if you came across a castle filled with treasure? If you had to hide from a giant, where would you go? Should Jack have swapped the beans for the cow? Thanks for reading with us. We'll see you next time.
Ooh, it's the Gruffalo. That's one of my favourites. Written by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. Published by Macmillan Children's Books. A mouse took a stroll through the deep dark wood. The fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house. It's terribly kind of you, fox, but no. I'm going to have lunch with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? He has terrible tusks and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. Where are you meeting him? Here by the rocks. And his favourite food is roasted fox. Roasted fox? I'm off, Fox said. Goodbye, little mouse. And away he sped. Silly old fox, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? On went the mouse through the deep dark wood. An owl saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have tea in my treetop house. It's frightfully nice of you, owl, but no, I'm going to have tea with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? He has knobbly knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. Where are you meeting him? Here by this stream, and his favourite food is owl ice cream. Owl ice cream? To-whit, to-whoo! Goodbye, little mouse. And away owl flew. Silly old owl, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? On went the mouse through the deep dark wood. A snake saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come for a feast in my log pile house. It's wonderfully good of you, snake, but no, I'm having a feast with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? His eyes are orange, his tongue is black, he has purple prickles all over his back. Where are you meeting him? Here, by this lake, and his favourite food is scrambled snake. Scrambled snake? It's time I hid. Goodbye, little mouse. And away Snake slid. Silly old Snake. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? Oh. But who is this creature with terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws? He has knobbly knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. His eyes are orange, his tongue is black. He has purple prickles all over his back. Oh, help! Oh no, it's a Gruffalo!
My favourite food, the Gruffalo said. You'll taste good on a slice of bread.
Good, said the mouse. Don't call me good. I'm the scariest creature in this wood. Just walk behind me and soon you'll see. Everyone is afraid of me.
All right, said the Gruffalo, bursting with laughter. You go ahead, and I'll go after.
They walked and walked till the Gruffalo said,
I hear a hiss in the leaves ahead.
It's Snake, said the mouse. Why, Snake, hello. Snake took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh, crumbs, he said. Goodbye, little mouse. And off he slid to his log pile house. You see, said the mouse, I told you so.
Amazing, said the Gruffalo.
They walked some more till the Gruffalo said,
I hear a hoot in the trees ahead.
It's Owl, said the mouse. Why, Owl, hello. Owl took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh dear, he said, goodbye, little mouse. And off he flew to his treetop house. You see, said the mouse, I told you so.
Astounding, said the Gruffalo.
They walked some more till the Gruffalo said,
I can hear feet on the path ahead.
It's Fox, said the mouse. Why, Fox, hello. Fox took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh, help, he said. Goodbye, little mouse. And off he ran to his underground house. Well, Gruffalo, said the mouse, you see, everyone is afraid of me. My tummy's beginning to rumble. My favourite food is Gruffalo crumble.
Gruffalo crumble,
the Gruffalo said, and quick as the wind he turned and fled. All was quiet in the deep dark wood. The mouse found a nut, and the nut was good. What a wonderful book. Thanks for reading it with us. See you next time.
So much fun, so here we go to the Zoodio studio.
Now it's your turn to play.
Yeah.
Download Zoodio.
Zoodio.